Cincinnati voters elected new mayor in just 2 days, and their decision is coming down to pretty much one issue, the streetcar. John Cranley is against it. Roxanne Qualls is for it. No matter how you feel about the streetcar, the fact is construction of the streetcar is underway. In our front page centerpiece this week, an in-depth look at whether Cranley can actually stop the streetcar project. This is Elm Street outside Music Hall, where the first 80 feet of steel track have been laid into place. If elected, Cranley is promising to stop the $133 million streetcar project and use that money allocated for the project for neighborhoods, bike trails, and a new highway interchange.
We just can't afford it, so we're going to stop it.
But if Cranley keeps his word, the city will waste millions of dollars. Why? There are several reasons. The city has entered into contracts that include things like cancellation provisions. Federal money has been allocated and spent for the project and will have to be repaid. And the expectation, based on a 2007 study, that Cincinnati will recoup its streetcar investment by at least a 3-to-1 margin. So, if elected, Cranley can technically stop streetcar spending if he gets 5 council members to agree with him. But by then, it will be too late to recover the tens of millions already spent and millions more that will be owed to contractors as they shut down the project. Business Courier reporter Chris Wetterick spent a lot of time researching and reporting this story. He joins editor Rob Dahlmeyer in the studio with more perspective. Rob and Chris.
Brian, thanks. Chris, thanks for being here. It seems a bit counterintuitive to me because we work a couple blocks away from where they're actually digging up the streets, as we just saw, to put the track in. You know, for me at least, when a project, any kind of project gets to that point, you just say, well, you know what, if you were against the streetcar, move on to another issue. John Cranley has absolutely not done that, which has been surprising to me. What is he hanging this whole thing on? I mean, why is he okay continuing to be against it with all the money that's been spent?
Well, because he thinks there's a lot more that's going to be spent in the future, and that's going to inhibit his ability as mayor, assuming that he's elected on Tuesday, to do other things, to do, as Brian mentioned in the lead-in, you know, bike trails, highway projects, and those types of things. He thinks that the streetcar project will basically eat up the available city capital dollars that he and the council can use. So that's why he wants to stop it, even if he has to give back, you know, millions of dollars from federal money, even if he burns up, you know, at least $23 million in local funds. He's willing to stop it, and that's what he, you know, he's campaigned on, and he's not backed off in any sense whatsoever as the campaign has gone on.
Do you think there's an expectation on the part of his supporters that this will happen? I
absolutely do. I think that you know, I think that they expect him to keep his word, and you know, he's going to be hard pressed to do so. The 5 council members that he has to come up with. When you look at the council race, I think the general sense is that, oh, he'll be able to have those votes if he's elected mayor. But when you ask the council candidates and you drill down, a lot of them will hesitate when you ask, well, the city has spent so much already, would you really throw it all away? And they'll say, well, you know, I want to take a comprehensive look at it when we get into office. So there's not a lot of people out there. There's a few council candidates, but there's, you know, very few that are just absolute, I'm canceling it no matter what.
Great. Well, Chris, thanks, and we'll be certainly looking out for the election results Tuesday night, and you'll have all of that as it happens. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.